Once again, I'm giving zero plots. Okay, I will try. Hello, my name is Vero, this is Vero Reads, and these are the books I am currently reading. Yep, it got better than it got worse. These are leftover from my original currently reading rant. I made some progress with some of them. Of course, I haven't touched this. I will read this one day. I definitely will. It's definitely gonna be summertime, I feel. It's definitely not gonna be soon, but I will definitely read this one day. But I did not make any progress whatsoever on that. I did make some progress with Narciso Boccadoro, and I think I made some progress with the Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry. And when it comes to Sea Change, I feel like this is the next one I will be finishing of my original currently reading pile. But they're still here, they still keep me company. But then we have some additions. We have The Doctor's Wife by Mary Elizabeth Braddon. I think I already mentioned it somewhere in a Victober video, but it is described as a retelling of Madame Bovary. But from the people I've heard talk about it, it's much more a love letter and a satire to the sensation novel and of the sensation author, because Mary Elizabeth Braddon was mainly known for being a sensation novelist. I'm just a few chapters in, but it's very funny. I really like how she describes people. The people feel very real, but also a bit like caricatures. It's verisimilitudinous. Is that a word? It is a word in Italian. If it's not in English, there you go, a new word. Language is ever expanding. The basic plot is there's this young doctor that's just a simple guy living a simple life that meets this young girl that is really looking for the love story, the big feelings, the larger than life adventure, and she, I think, ends up marrying this doctor who is living and wanting to live a normal, quiet, peaceful life. And so there's a clash between her wanting to be a heroine of some sensation novel and him thinking that they're on the same page, wanting to just live a peaceful, happy life. So it's very interesting. It sounds very funny. I was, once again, enjoying this too much, and so I had to stop it because it was going too fast and I was not in the proper mood to enjoy it to the max. But it's here, it's on the pile now. Then we have Black Victorians. It's self-explanatory. It's the history of black people in Victorian Britain. It narrates the lives of black people of the time that we have in the archives. Super interesting, super interesting. I love the further reading and references. It is a nice starting point to then go into various deep dives. I wanted to read this for Victober as well. It's from the library, and unfortunately the hold came through after Victober was ended, but I am still reading it. I'm just taking my time because there's a lot of information and it leads me to a lot of rabbit holes, Wikipedia searches, checking out other reference books. So it is a slow read, but hopefully I'll be able to read it in the next... Oh dang, my hold expires like next week, so I need to get a move on this. From the library as well, I have When No One Is Watching. That's another hold that came through recently. I have barely scratched the surface because I'm not really in the mood for a thriller. It talks heavily about gentrification in Brooklyn, especially gentrification of black communities in Brooklyn, and I think it does it through the lens of families are disappearing, shops are disappearing because the white people are moving in, but also people are actually disappearing. So it's kind of like that the thriller element comes into with the, are people moving out or are they fully disappearing, and where are they disappear into. That's very interesting. But again, it's dual POV. I'm not great with dual POVs, but I know I will get to it. I don't know if I'll finish it before I need to return to the library, but it's going on my currently reading pile. Maybe it will just be on my digital currently reading pile. Last book from the library is There by Tommy Orange. And again, a haul that came through. We follow different Native Americans, urban Indians, which is basically Native Americans who are disconnected from their roots, from their community, from their land especially, and basically showcases various realities of different people that are experiencing this disconnection and how they can find a sense of self and a sense of community throughout their lives. It is written beautifully. I love this type of books because they are insights into realities that I could never imagine. It makes me understand the world I live in so much better, and it opens my eyes. I'm really enjoying this. I'm taking my time because it's multiple POVs, so each chapter is from a different point of view. It's very interesting, but I really struggle with multiple POVs. But I might just finish it in one go. My loan expires next week and I do want to finish it before I need to return to the library. Then I was in a bit of a reading limbo, trying to find a book that would grip me. So I started a bunch of books. I mean, this is also like reading limbo behavior, but I started A Day in the Life of Abed Salama by Nathan Thrall and The Mermaid of Black Conch. Very different books, but they both feel very interesting and important, and I don't want to read them when my brain is half switched off when I'm back from work. So that's why these are going on the currently reading pile, because I want to give them justice. I don't want to just skim them, basically. The Mermaid of Black Conch is the story of this man, David Baptiste, that is a fisherman, and one day whilst out fishing he meets a mermaid. Beautiful mermaid. Like, I love the description of the mermaid. I love the mythology of it. It's a great mermaid story. He befriends the mermaid, and so the mermaid starts coming near humanity instead of being in the deep ocean as she was used to, and that means that she gets in danger of being discovered by the white people that come there to fish big game. There's also the audiobook that I borrowed from my library that's read beautifully. It's a very nice audiobook. I got the physical book because I know I will want to keep the book, but I want to listen to the audiobook whilst I'm reading. And then A Day in the Life of Abed Salama is a non-fiction, is about a accident that happened in occupied Palestine, and it showcases the harshness and how it is to live under occupation and how it makes everything worse, especially something as tragic as a car accident. It is very informative but also quite emotional, so I want to give it the space. I want to hold space for it. So I'm really glad that some of these books are from the library because I know that they will not stay here for long. So these are the books that are currently reading. Once again, disclaimer, these are just the books that I have with me. There are other books that I am currently reading that might be from the library or might be on audiobook form, but this is the state of affairs. I was so proud of myself because I was down to these four, but you know what? It's okay. Of all these, I do believe that the next one I'm gonna finish is gonna be Sea Change. for whatever reason, I don't know why, I just feel it in the air. The same way last time I felt it was Giovanni's room, and that's what ended up happening. I'll probably finish there as well. I want to try and finish Black Victorians as well, just because it is very interesting. It's not super long and it's from the library. But again, this is the state of affairs. I feel like this video is much more resigned, and there's more resignation and acceptance in this video than in the last one. In the last one, I feel like I realized my struggle, and in this one, I am accepting my struggle. Watch me go through the 7 stages of grief when it comes to my currently reading pile. Bookmark update. I will probably make another one of these, cause trust me, this is a never-ending battle. They said we have to imagine Sisyphus is happy, and thankfully I am happy. But thank you so much for listening to me, and let me know if amongst these there's something that you've read, something that you want me to get to as soon as possible, or something that you think I should DNF because it was not worth the struggle. Yes, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.